I think y'all can see better when I don't have this thing backlit. I don't know what's up, if Lori's
Okay.
camera's better or if her light pad's better, but when I turn mine on, y'all can't hardly see.
My camera is way up here.
Yeah, I can't really go longer without detaching it from this thing. Longer, taller, whatever. I'm still asleep.
It was just he ended up working 6 hours today, and he has to work tonight
Oh,
because his yeah his other sergeant is in a class. So yeah.
oh, that should get a pass for being off.
Well, you'd think, but he'll take the OT. It's
does
fine.
does normally it get him a pass?
He was thinking about getting going in late.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he figured he did sleep almost as long as his normal Sunday, so
So he's
he,
just gonna go.
he'll just, because of the timing and the pay periods and all like that, he's just like, I'll just take the overtime. It's fine.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, but yeah, it's always Sundays, by the way, when he gets the
Call.
difficult calls.
Uh-huh.
Um, because he's also on the honor guard, and so they get calls about uh, police involved um, deaths of any kind when they're the ones.
Uh,
Anyway, so and he has often gone all around the state to help plan funerals and stuff. He's because he knows all the what do you call that? Not traditions, but what's the right word? Um,
protocols?
ceremonies and protocols. Yes, both. Protocols is part of it because I guess they have some really weird protocols. Not weird, but like very specific protocols for cremation
Mm.
when it's line of duty. Yeah, I've learned a lot.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Interesting.
it's really hot here. Speaking of, I'm gonna put put it in because I'm curious. Now again, the when I put Denver, oh no worry, no worries, Chuck. Nice to see you. Um,
Hello, Mandy. Hello, Chuck.
oh, did I miss Mandy too?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm definitely my
Uh-huh.
chat's not showing right.
Mm,
Okay,
88. Whoa.
I told you it was hot.
Mhm.
It feels more humid than that, but it's
I don't
not.
think it's that hot here. Where's my tablet? Did I bring it in here? Oh, yeah, it's right by me.
But that what I was saying is the weather when it shows weather Denver, it's going to go off of the DIA, the airport, because
Yeah.
that's I guess where they go for Denver, unless if I put my zip in, but I prefer not to. So I just go with that one most of the time, unless I really care how accurate it is. Because believe it or not, sometimes the weather at DIA, the airport, and here could be
Yeah.
completely
Look,
different.
we're cooler than you. 82.
Yeah, I told you it was hot here. It's bleh.
63 humidity, but you only have 18%.
Right.
I'm liking it, Chuck. Like, I feel like we haven't had summer yet.
Yeah, Camille's enjoying it. How are you doing with the weird weather?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I just lost that. Sorry. I need to put that thing up here. Put this up here.
So, did you go to uh,
The baby shower?
Linda Spain's.
Oh, yes, I was in there.
Who won? I didn't make it. I was falling asleep. I was trying to stay up and I couldn't.
Yeah, Manuela.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, it's so funny. I like win stuff all the time, but never when somebody puts a name in hats. It just won't, it just doesn't happen.
Doesn't.
It's so funny. But I'm not complaining because I do win my fair share. I as you know, like the one that surprised me the most was winning that Furls hook from Ola Joe, because like so many people are in her chats, and it was the Nightbot random picker.
Mhm. I had such a nice time at the beach. I sat and crocheted and listened to the waves. Oh, that sounds
That sounds
awesome,
amazing.
Margaret. I'm sorry I wasn't in a little bit better. My mood was not okay this morning. But
I watched part
it
of it.
felt worse than it looked because I did go watch some of it.
Oh, I mean, ultimately that's good, right? That it was
Yeah,
as bad as you felt.
yeah, it felt worse inside my head than it looked on the camera, I thought.
Was it just the
It was
trolls from
just
the night before, or
it was okay, so and then this didn't even get said. Ultimately, I got off the camera and I frogged that market bag I was making, and I think that that's what just like pushed me over the edge.
I get it.
And then I was tired. I didn't realize how tired I was until like during the live, like, and then I started like
Oh,
feeling it go down, like I was losing my energy.
yeah.
So
Battery was a little too drained. Got it.
yeah, and I thought I was fine, but then yeah. All right. It's
Yeah,
still.
I watched some of the replay, but obviously I was asleep still.
Mhm. I was telling hubby, I'm like, those trolls. I said, like, imagine if those people, if we were at a restaurant and those people randomly came up to me and said what they said, like,
Right.
I have no doubt you would just stand up at the table and they'd go skittering off.
Right.
Like, and he's like, that's kind of the point. He was like, those are the people that won't, they don't have the, they don't have the balls to really talk like that to someone, so they do it on the internet.
Very few people would in real life say the things in person that they say on
Uh-huh.
the internet.
Yeah. And it's like you can I think I can tell, like, if I'm tired. Also, a signal is, can I handle the trolls? Like, if I can't,
Right.
there's something going on with me.
Mindy, CNY woman, was having a troll problem this afternoon too.
Was she? Because I watched her some, but then I didn't stay on
I
for the,
think it was toward the end.
because that's when I started getting tired. I was watching her and then I was going to go watch Linda Spain, and as I was watching her, like, I actually caught myself falling asleep, and so I got off. So she must have had problems after I got off of there.
Yeah, and for some reason I think she mentioned that she did two different lives. So I think you probably saw the first one,
Oh,
and I
okay.
think it was the second one.
It was the second one. Where, what is going on then? Do they just like come? Does the weather make them come out? Like, what
Well,
makes
the hotter it is, the more ridiculous humans are.
is it what it is then? Huh.
Yes.
Because I can go months and not hardly have a problem at all, and
Yeah.
then it's like the last two or three times I've been on, it's been Troll City. I won some really awesome yarn not too long ago. Ah, Chuck said.
I think she's referring to your yarn.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome yarn. Was she here when I showed her?
I don't think she was. Show her, yeah.
This is my yarn in the fingering weight worked up. I think it's pretty.
Why is it called that?
Fingering?
Yeah, because like to me that would imply that you could do it without a hook, but that is not, I don't think, the case. Why is it called that? My phone.
I mean, I don't know. Why do they call what is that? What's that part on a toilet that I laugh at every time?
The ball cock?
Yeah, why do they call it the ball cock for the toilet piece?
Fair, good question.
Every time Ryan says something about it, I just like bust out like I'm like 12. With all the protests and stuff going on, the atmosphere is weird right now.
I think that's a piece of it.
Yeah.
Particularly this weekend. I think that's a piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was all of it, but I don't think that's all of it.
It is a weird. Good times.
Good times and parties. But the baby shower was good yesterday.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I saw you. I guess I saw one of your videos. I don't know which one. You were talking about not getting it. Oh, I commented. Yeah, you were talking about not getting it done. I felt so bad for you.
Yeah.
It's all right. I guess you're over
it. Like there was literally no way. I was like, I got to a point, I'm like, this is not happening. I can't even think straight. And so then I printed out a picture of it, like where it was at, and put that in there. And she was very happy with that. And then because I finished the baby Crocs, she loved them so much. So it was fine. And then I part of the reason I think that I thought I had more time on the blanket was because she's not due for another 6 weeks. So the baby shower is kind of early, in my opinion. But
I kind of thought that about my daughter's baby shower too.
How far ahead did she have it?
She had the baby shower in February.
And when was the baby
born in April?
Okay, so similar.
So do they just do that now and we're just like old school?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I get doing 4 weeks before. I really do, because that's kind of that line of where, the baby could happen at any point.
Look at this.
I don't know. Oh, look at him. He loves that blanket.
He wants to be, well, he does that to me. He wants to be right on me. Like it wasn't enough that he just slept with me for 8 hours.
I pushed him off.
You pushed him off me?
No, I pushed him off me.
Oh, and he came over here.
My big fatty catty, he slept on my pillow all night long, like above my head. He doesn't do that all that often.
Oh, see, I'm glad they don't try to do that. I wouldn't. He does try to come up to my head sometimes, and I always push him away. I don't want him up there.
Well, he doesn't he doesn't bother me at all.
He doesn't. I don't want him mouthful of fur, and he's like trying to sit in front of my face.
Oh, he doesn't. No, he's like above my head.
Oh,
he's like sometimes even like off the pillow at the top.
Yeah.
But he sometimes takes up the whole dang pillow, and I'm like, nah, dude, this is my pillow. And she decided she was going to lay on me this morning, too. So something was up with them. Because neither of them were super cuddly in bed like that on the regular.
Loki is just like attached.
Yeah. He's marking his territory, sort of.
Hmm. I mean, he's just like he seems like he's just got to be by one of us at all times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how my daughter's cat is.
Uh-huh. And when we leave, I can hear him like he's meowing.
Yeah.
He doesn't want us to go or something.
Oh.
And they will wait by the door. Like they're by the door. It seems I don't know if they're really by the door the whole time, but they're by the door waiting when we come back.
They probably hear the car coming.
Uh-huh.
Look.
But one time I was like laying here on the couch, kind of like half asleep, and Ryan left for something. And when he left, they meowed and they sat at the door, and they did sit there the whole time until he came back.
Well, that's funny.
So I'm thinking that's probably what they're doing. My Bronco is sleeping with his head on a bookshelf. He's so silly.
That's cute.
I like that yarn, Camille, the stuff you just showed. Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? But I'm like avoiding because I know that top's going to be a little difficult. I'm kind of like avoiding it.
Mary's top?
No, the Babylonica top looks
right.
hard to me. I want to do it because I think it will be pretty in that yarn, but it's a little bit intimidating. I've watched the video for it like probably 3 times. It looks like it might be a little bit of a difficult stitch. Like I'm going to really have to focus when I do that top. No, Mary's is just that I need to pull out the row and figure out, like I either have an extra stitch or I'm short one. I'm not sure which. Hey, Crafty Witch.
Oh, hi, Andy. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So we still don't know what it is. I don't know. Can you tell what it is?
No.
You're not any further at telling what it is either? Okay.
No.
It's weird because I really thought it was going to be obvious.
Yeah. No, I can't tell.
Do this
What happens if we get to the end and we can't tell what it is still?
That would be really bad. Hi, sifting some soil. I don't remember your name. Your like regular name, sifting soil. I know that I've heard it. I know that I know it. It's nice to see you. Yes, we're diamond painting. These are mystery diamond paintings, so we don't know what the picture is, and we still don't know what the picture is. I had one that I rolled open, and it was so obvious what it was. Actually, 2 of them, but this one, we thought we knew what it was, and now we just don't know.
Mm-mm.
The more we do, the less we know, which is messed up.
Yeah, that would be bad. A true mystery painting.
It's just art at that point.
Mm-hmm. It's just a scam at that point.
Valid. It's just so funny because those other 2 that I opened, like rolled open, I'm like, well, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
But this,
I'm still not convinced that's a witch over there.
I know, up here, I know.
I don't even know what that is. Like, you've got that whole thing filled in, right?
No, there's a couple things. Like, there's a little bit here, but nothing significant. Like, I have most of it done. I'll head that direction here
I don't know.
next. Let me see what letter. What letter can I do? That would help. Let's see. I'll do K. do K and see if that becomes obvious. Where did I put it? There it is.
I'll do something different. J, maybe?
I'm going to do K. So we could do JK.
Mm-hmm. JK.
That's how I feel about this mystery painting. It's a little bit of
JK.
it. All right. I don't know if this is going to help, but we'll give it a shot. I don't think it's helping at all. Bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Izzy Pop, hello.
Oh, hi, Izzy. Is
Izzy?
Scully not on? No, Izzy Pop is Scully Pop's friend.
Mm.
Well, that's a good way to say hi. Or she does really, really cool like graphics and graphics time to music, and she does really cool stuff.
Yeah.
She's somebody you should check out if you like any of that kind of computer drawing,
Graphics to like music and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I like that.
Yeah, check
That's the
her
kind of
out.
stuff I repost on my Insta.
Yeah, check her out.
Mm-hmm.
She's fun, and she tells fun stories too. But she does a lot of cats, and so I super like it.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of cat animations, and they're fun. So, well, Kay didn't help. Looks like I'm going to another letter. That didn't do anything to help me know what the heck this is. So, Izzy, this is a mystery diamond painting. So we don't know what it is supposed to look like. We don't know what the picture is. We thought it was a fairy here, but I don't know. Not sure. I'm going to go to T now. Let's see if this helps.
I mean, I feel like I'm getting close.
Yeah, I checked in with Scully Pop, and he said he has not been feeling well this week. I know a lot of people were checking in on him because he's normally live at this time or maybe in an hour from now on Sunday nights.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you don't know, Izzy, go ahead and drop your channel. You can drop your channel with hooks 247, no space. Because I like her channel a lot. It's fun. It's fun stuff. And she talks real stuff too. She not all just fun and games. But yeah. So yes, Izzy Pop is a graphic artist. I'm assuming that's the profession, but that's an assumption. She would have to verify that. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully it cooperates. Hopefully Nightbot cooperates. Please work, Nightbot. Yes, there you go. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check her out. Well, check her out anyway, even if it's not something you're normally interested in. Her stuff is a lot of fun.
My hands are hurting. I didn't feel like I crocheted that much, but my hands are sore today.
Was it a different size hook than you usually use? Or same?
No, I think I probably just overdid it, but makes me upset when I can't crochet because my hands hurt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
You understand a lot of other people and what they go through then.
yeah.
I noticed my hands hurt a little bit after like really trying to push through on that blanket, even though it was just double crochets and whatever. Double crochets and popcorns is all that blanket is. Linda Spain thought it was appliques, and she's like, "Oh, is that a really heavy blanket?" I'm like, "If it was appliques, I'd already be done with the blanket."
Yeah.
Because that's the truth. Like if I had just done that big blue background with those connected double crochets,
Mhm.
but that's not the way I do things. So I could have made it easy on myself, but did I? No. Why would I do that? But I did make something cute. Camille got a preview. Y'all need to check out tomorrow's video. It's cute.
Mhm.
I can
I'm
almost
glad you said something because I almost said something about it.
yeah.
Oh,
It's super cute. I almost got it on my head. I like kitties. Yes. Oh yes, and yes, Chuck, you will like her little animations. They're cute. They're fun with all the different cats dancing and stuff. It's cute. I like it. But yes, I did make something. There's your Mary preview. That's all you got to see.
mhm.
Check out my video tomorrow morning.
I know, Margaret, and I want it. It's like I'm paying attention, like I realize that's what it needs, and I'm already sitting here going, well, I could probably crochet a little bit. And it's like I know I shouldn't.
Right, if you're already feeling some
I
pain,
know I shouldn't.
give it a break. So tonight, diamond painting was a really good choice in that regard.
Yeah, but then I got I'm up all night, right? I got all night to not. I'm gonna hit the knot. I guess I'll make some more videos.
There you go. Work on
Yeah.
videos. There you go.
But it shouldn't. Y'all should be waking up to a video in the morning for the secret project.
That was brought up on Linda Span's live as well.
Was it?
Yes.
What was said?
What she said is, "Oh, we're all so excited to see the video, and then I'll be able to post my video about my item." She said it was something she's never made before. Mine was something I'd never made before. I don't know how many people did that. Based on some things you've said, I'm going to guess Jennifer Wysocki's never made whatever she made before. So bad in her job. I cannot wait to see that.
There was a few of y'all that made me laugh. Yeah, y'all just had to, it was I had a good time looking at all the projects too.
So we're gonna have a good time as
I think
well.
you're gonna have a good time, like, and interestingly enough, there's like no music during the video. You know how I usually put music to it.
Talk to you later, Izzy. Yeah, and like I said, if you guys,
it's all me showing off and talking about and saying, reading what y'all wrote and stuff like that.
Hi, Shakika, if you didn't hear me. But yeah.
I didn't fluff it up with any music.
Well, that's probably a good indication that
it's a long video too.
Right. The stuff is good on its own.
Yes. Well, not that my stuff isn't good when I put music in it.
No, but
I don't want to. If I speed up my video, then I put music in. But there was no speeding up of a video. There was no need to.
Yes.
Right? Like I wasn't crocheting on video and fast forward, so there's no music added. That's when I typically put the music in, right?
Right. So, right, when you speed up or there's just kind of dead air for whatever reason.
Right.
What letter was I just doing?
JK. So which one were you doing? Because I've moved on to B. I think you were doing K.
No, I finished with K.
Oh, did you?
But was it F?
I don't know.
I'm going off the colors here. Or T. No, I was doing T.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spilling my teas. Right here. Spilled the tea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I can put that back. This is not helping very much. I've almost got that top thing filled in all the way.
Yeah. There's something here, like there's something
here. Yeah.
different
here. Yeah.
See all those different letters going on?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's gonna, but it's like, is that just more of this?
Right. Like, is it just swirlies? Yeah.
What is going on? I don't know.
Okay.
There's a lot of confetti here that I'm trying to fix. I don't think you got to that part yet. You haven't.
I literally just dumped all of those. Nice.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Most of them are on the table, though. All right.
Oh, Margaret said she sent me pictures. I was going to. It's because I'm not awake. I was going to look at her at the email.
Did you enable your thing so your community can post on your posts? Because I just enabled mine. So people can just post on my posts now. Directly there.
You mean they can post on your post? Like,
yep.
Do you want that?
Well, wouldn't that be nice? Like that they can.
It'd be nice unless they posted something you don't want.
I imagine you can. You have to approve it or something. I don't know.
Oh, do you? Squall causes the lake disaster. Whoa, that's cool. A squall. So it's just
I've
like
heard of a squall before.
Like a extra big wave. Is that what that is? Oh, the propeller.
Kind of. It's more specific than that. And so Margaret also you'd never made it before. So what's everybody working on tonight?
That's pretty. Look at that. The big old propeller.
The propeller, wow. The one stepdaughter has joined and is diamond painting.
Shipwreck that happened near the beach. That's pretty cool. No, I haven't seen anything where I could release it to have people.
I just saw it today. I went in. So you know where it's like, it'll say comments and then mentions. Well, there's a new tab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I clicked in there, and then it said, "Do you give permissions for people to post or whatever?" So we shall see.
Probably.
Like that would be nice for Nick because I have trouble posting Nick stuff for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm worried if I'm going to be able to tag him in the thing when I do that video.
You're probably going to have to do his like share channel web address.
The whole.
Yeah. That's my guess. So sifting soil is it's diamond painting some cat keychains. I bet those are cute. How big are they? You're probably able to do. That's what I think, Margaret. And I think Nightbot would still have some control. So if it was something wildly inappropriate, I think it'd be fine. It'd get taken care of even without my approval. But yeah. And I don't know what kind of rules are on it, but I had seen other people like Cinnamon Stitches. I saw that people were posting their stuff on her posts, but they were originated from the person, not from Jennifer. So it was interesting. And then I just saw that today when I was in YouTube Studio.
I thought Nightbot only did live stream.
Probably.
Yeah, Nightbot I don't think is going to have. I'll try it if I have it, but I haven't noticed it. But also I haven't been on since I got off the live this morning. Well, I was watching, I guess, but
and again, I was in YouTube Studio and I was over in comments, and then I saw what the heck is this tab because it was new. So it was only because like I said, I'd been seeing it on other people's, like that people were commenting, and I'm like, what is that? And then today it showed up. I don't know when it showed up. It could have been 2-3 days ago. I don't know. But today is. So you don't see a third tab?
Were you on your computer?
Yes. Yes.
But that makes sense why my comments were messed up.
Your comments were messed
like
up?
They even put like a known issue with the comments because my comments were like all jumbled up.
Got it.
And I bet that's why, because they were messing with adding that for people.
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of people have been complaining about different things with YouTube, and it's because of all these changes they're making.
They need to change it to give you 90% of your super chats instead of 70.
Right.
What they need to change that. We were Hubby and I was talking about that too. Like, that's our tip. They're taking 30% of our tip.
Right.
Like, come on now. I guess nobody pays what they should.
Well, I think YouTube probably, if you were part of YouTube toward its beginnings,
then maybe you do get paid what you should.
Get more what you, because they weren't paying so many people.
Right.
So that's part of it too. I don't know. I'm certainly no expert, as I am not monetized at all. So it was interesting.
Is that your breeze? It sounds like a beach.
Yes, it's yes, that's our wind blowing in my tree
because
my windows are open.
Oh, now you can manage viewer posts in your community.
There you go.
Turn on. Turn on. What is this about? All right. Okay, well, I turned it on. We'll see what happens.
Like I said, maybe for somebody like Nick, where we sometimes have trouble posting stuff, or people that don't have channels like a Dead Morgana, it gives them the chance to.
Well, I can just, like, from now on, I can just be like, go post on my community tab.
Right, exactly.
Uh-huh.
What am I doing?
But oh, do I have a story? Watching replay, but oh, is that the story from
oh yeah, the nonsense.
Your hubby had to do that?
Which, yeah.
I'm diamond painting some black cat keychains. Ah, cool.
Black cat. I missed the word black cat.
Hey, Crochet Queen, welcome in.
Hi, Crochet Queen. How is it going?
Oh, Chuck sent a pic too.
Was Chuck checking or was Chuck emailing?
I think emailing. Or I don't know. You sent it. Where did you send a pic, Chuck? It says Camille. I sent a pic, so I'm assuming that means yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending diamonds all over the place. Okay. Should I tell the story about finding a diamond drill in a strange place?
I mean,
Tell you, it's pretty.
but see, you're asking somebody that doesn't like down for whatever, right? So you're asking. I'm not the person to ask that to. Like, I think it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Look what Chuck's working on.
So pretty. Oh, so pretty. Which shade of pink is that, Chuck?
Looks like hot pink to me.
Well, she had like several pinks, so.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. What letter am I doing?
That's nice.
Okay. N.
I mean, you could just say where he found it without saying what was going on.
Right.
Of course, now they're going to just put 2 and 2 together.
Well, that wasn't going on. Just to
Well,
that's
sure it wasn't.
So, simply put, my husband was showering and he's like, "What the heck is this?" And the answer was, it was one of these drills, and it was one of these blue ones specifically. I don't remember which blue, but it was one of the blue ones. And I start laughing because I'm like, "Well, where did you find it?" And the answer was in my butt. So,
in my butt or on my butt?
probably on. Probably on. I hope on. For his sake. So yeah, that happened.
Did you ask him, like, was there any wax there?
No, I just said, "Is that where my wax went?"
Did you find any wax? That's funny.
Yeah, it was just a crazy moment. Oh, it's the watermelon. Okay, the watermelon is a much brighter pink than I think of watermelon. Okay, that is completely done and does not help me even a little bit. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm gonna turn that off. Like, no.
No, but it's nice to know there's going to be a blue swatch coming across here. I haven't gotten to
Yeah,
yet.
that's nice, huh?
So I guess maybe but see, this is just this, right? So like, here's the white. Let me turn this off. So here's the white that's there in your blue here. So then over here, look, it's just more dark. So what the heck?
Right. I don't know. I missed one, but still.
And then this is going to be blue, and then I know this is going to be black because you've gone up here. So
yeah.
What is this going to be?
What is this? In the bed. And see, that's okay, Margaret, that's my theory. My theory was it was on me and then it got in the bed and that's where he ended up with it.
I wonder how long he had it on him.
He showers every day, so my guess is just from the night before. That's
did he wear it all day?
He probably did. He had a bedazzled butt. It's a shawl. Okay. What stitch is that? And there's a reason I'm asking, Chuck. What stitch is that? Okay, where do I need to go next? Let's go along this edge.
You're going along this edge here?
I'm going to go along this edge.
Okay.
See if we can figure that out.
It's this. Look.
Oh,
my camera's backwards. Oops.
Is mine backwards?
No. Well, You know, I should look on this though and see. No,
It's settings.
my camera's backwards.
It's settings.
Uh,
Yes, more than once have I done it.
mhm.
There you go. That's what she said.
And I have mirror camera on, so why? I guess I don't need it mirrored.
You want it not mirrored, yeah,
Mhm.
because it's flipping it. There you go.
So, like, you go over here. Look, I've already done this. This is what it's gonna look like.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm like, what?
See, I'm doing right up against it.
And you've done this and down.
This is solid.
So, like, unless there's something here that's giving us a clue of what this picture is,
We still don't know.
like, it's just a picture of an outer spacey looking.
Because this
Weird
definitely
dude.
looked like a witch, but now it doesn't look like a witch.
Uh-huh.
This,
Is that like a tree? Is that supposed to be a tree in front of the moon? Like,
maybe?
but it's not really green.
No, it's purples and blues.
It's a weird one. It took almost 4 skeins for the squares part. I have 3 more rounds of the border, and it's already taken 1 skein for the pink. It's
Ooh.
like a blanket, but it's a shawl.
Let's see if I see any other Z sections. There's not really many Z's. Mm. The Z's away. I keep changing colors. I probably should just do a bunch of different trays, but that's fine.
I'm scared I'll get mixed up.
Right.
I'd have to
Right.
label my trays.
Right. One tray at a time is best. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing that too, and it's like, ooh, well, how am I going to know which is which? I guess I could put a sticker on it. I don't have any stickers though.
Yeah, but that would be, yeah. That
I
seems
need
like
to
more
get
work than it's worth.
Little round garage sale stickers, I think, so I can do that. Like,
Yeah. For the future.
it'd be so much easier if I could just go OGEEB.
Right. Well, that didn't help much. The sticky is just past the edge here, and my hand keeps catching on it.
I wish you had that picture handy, babe, of that catfish lady.
That was funny.
What was that titled?
Miss National Catfish, 1954.
Miss National Catfish, 1954. Hubby showed me a picture of this lady. It was funny.
It was appropriate. Miss Catfish, 1954. Is that what you said?
I'm looking it up.
That sounds funny. I hope that doesn't mean she looks like a catfish.
No, she does not.
Like some sort of pageant, right?
It was like a thing. She's Miss National Catfish, 1954.
It looks a little bit like Elizabeth Taylor.
Uh-huh. Look at that big old catfish.
That is a huge catfish. I don't think she's holding that. Like, I don't think she's holding all of its weight.
No, they were made of sterner stock back then.
Is that what it is?
Get behind the plow.
Look, here's 1953. I didn't know it was a thing.
That's so funny. They have pageants for everything, I guess.
Do we do this still? Do I need to go catfishing?
There you go.
That means something else now.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, and that's where my brain went when you said catfishing or catfish.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. How did you come across that? Just look it on
Yeah.
Reddit or
Something
whatever.
random. Yeah.
18-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee was crowned Miss National Catfish Queen. 56-pound catfish.
Woo. That is a big one.
My goodness, that's a big catfish.
I
56 pounds. Holy mackerel.
don't know what made me
Wow.
think
Oh,
of
sorry. Holy catfish.
that. I don't know what made me think about that. Margaret, a labor of love and waiting for a year to make this one. Ah,
That's exciting.
that's cool. Shells. Look, double crochet, chain one, skip one for the body of it. Then shells in 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, separated by 4 spaces. But the last row of the border is like quarter-shaped baubles.
Oh my gosh, Chuck. If you did that in fingering weight, you'd be doing that for years.
Was that fingering weight? That didn't
No,
look
that's what the
fingering
pattern
weight.
called for. She did it in Caron.
Oh. I carried a 4-foot something. It cuts off. That's something I noticed with this restream is it cuts the chat off for me.
I know. It's really weird.
Does that to you too?
Yes. Even on my side. Margaret's the last message. Am I doing? No, I'm not on all messages. Let me fix that.
But it's like it cuts off the edge of the message. So I think I carried a 4-foot something, KOH something, salmon back from a pier at Lake Michigan back to our truck to get it on ice.
I'm looking. A 4-foot coho salmon.
Oh, coho. Okay.
Coho salmon from a pier.
The original pattern.
4 foot. How much did that puppy weigh? Not literal puppy, of course.
Yeah, that's a big old fish.
4 feet long? Yeah. That's a 3rd grader or 5th grader.
I can't imagine doing it in fingering weight. It took me an hour to get off the pier because everyone had to stop me to talk about the fish.
I'm sure. I'm sure everybody was like, that's a big fish. And it was a coho salmon. I don't know what those look like.
Coho. I don't know.
I mean, I can't picture it. My dad would probably know. My dad's a pretty avid fisherman. I don't know if he is currently, but he was for most of his life. But up in Oregon, you have to have a fishing license for each.
No, salmons were so ugly.
Yeah, they're not cute.
That says it's a coho salmon.
Okay, it's got that. Yeah, that's a brighter color than the Atlantic salmon. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called.
Ooh, I didn't know they were so ugly.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I guess I never really
for salmon.
Salmon. It looked like their face got squished in.
Oh, the topics. We have so many topics all the time.
Yeah.
Level with my face and the tail. Wow. Wow, Margaret. Hold on a second. I was gonna ask Chuck something about that pattern. So do you think you have enough yarn? Because that's what you were kind of saying. You're not questioning if you have enough yarn. Did I interpret what you said correctly?
Yeah, I kind of like interrupted with my random thought of catfish lady while she was talking about that. I'm sorry, Chuck. I'll be right back. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to, when I just have these one-offs, I'm just trying to get this edge here to see if it shows me anything. And Margaret, you can drop your channel anytime you want. Because again, I still didn't set it up to drop my mods channels, and that's my bad. I'm just trying to get this edge to see if that gives me any indication, but so far, not so much. Oh, it helps if you move the plastic. It doesn't stick if you don't move the plastic. I don't know if any of you have noticed that before. Just kidding. So, but yeah, there it Nightbot told you how to do it for any of you that want to. Because I have it set up, I think it drops after an hour. I think that's when that comes up. Yes, thank you, Margaret. More than enough. Okay. Okay. So you're all set. Okay, Chuck, I misunderstood. Or maybe that's what you were saying. You wanted to make sure you had enough. And so you ordered some more. Maybe that's what it was. And that's what got stuck in my head. I've got a little bit of a problem because of the thing I made yesterday. It was like the last of, I used all but about this much of my leftover. It's not called butter. Oh, I've got 2 pieces like that. There you go. I've got lots of leftover yarn. Just kidding. Anyway, if I want to make that thing again that you're all going to see tomorrow, then I'm going to have to figure out where to get some more of that. Or Armchair Chef said she saw a colorway that was labeled buttered popcorn, so I could use that. I need to go back and listen to that particular video. Oh, if you haven't watched her video, it was her 4-year podiversary. And she did a pretty extensive like kind of conglomeration, I guess would be the right word, of all the videos. Like as she was from the first video, you get to see her very first video, through the more recent stuff. I just need to know, is there any chance that somebody was just leaning on the W key when they made this design? I'm just kidding. It just feels like it. We got 3 bags of this color. That's how many of those there are. Well, okay, I'm going to fill in the R's down here. So I need to throw them in a tray. Okay, let me try to check chat. All right, nothing in there. All right, I still have this tray. Okay. Oh, okay. So Margaret, you've felt like they just left their finger on the same letter and got a little crazy with the same color. Is that what you were saying that you've noticed? I'm trying to keep an eye on the phone because it's easier for me to look at my phone than it is to look at the computer screen. Still strawberry, okay. It's weird how sometimes the colorways don't match the names like that. Because that color you showed is more like strawberry than watermelon to me. But that's all good. I'm going back to doing this section since it was all the same letter. That edging did not help me even a little bit. Okay, let me see. Oh, it feels like. Okay. So I'm sure have the strawberry in 2 kinds of red I didn't like. Okay, so you have a bunch of different colors you didn't diamond paint. I'm working on tons of W's too, and it's not this. If it's this and you know what the picture is, please let us know, Margaret. Of course, we know better. We know you're not doing a mystery, correct? Currently, you have done a mystery one before, though, haven't you?
Where did you get these?
I'm pretty sure these came from Timo.
You can get
But-
anything
but-
in Timo?
Yeah, you can get anything from Timo, but
True.
I would not currently get stuff from Timo. Because you're going to get charges. Unless they're from the local warehouses. Yeah. That's anyway. But I got these months ago. I think when we first talked about, there are mystery paintings, I think that's when I ordered them. So when was that? That was at least 2 months ago.
Not that I don't know why I never ordered from Temu. I just
There is nothing wrong with that. I wish I hadn't.
But has it really any different than ordering from Bezos?
It's not. It's okay. It is currently,
because
but
he's
in the
got
big
stock.
picture, it's not.
Right. He's just got stuff piled up.
Right. He's got warehouses,
Mm-hmm.
so he doesn't have the same current issue.
Well, I wish they would start fighting.
Well,
more.
yeah, I don't know.
If we got to put up with this, I want to see some boxing matches between these Richies. Let's throw down, guys. Yeah.
Hunger Games of the Billionaires.
Yes, I would like to see. Mhm. Let's see how big of a boy are you?
Yeah, it's just it's like sometimes it's like I said. Currently, I wouldn't probably order from Temu. Currently, wouldn't do it. But before, it wasn't a whole lot different than ordering from Amazon.
But really, anytime you get anything from anywhere, like
I know, right? It's really originating.
Unless it's American made, like it's,
You know what's crazy? I don't know if you remember this, but way back in the day, Walmart's thing was that they would only sell American-made products.
Yeah.
When did that change? Because that changed quite a bit ago, but I don't know when.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was not realistic.
No, and I get aggravated. I don't tend to shop at Walmart, but sometimes I'll look to see if like something's cheaper or whatever. And I get aggravated because it's like it appears that Walmart has it, but then, oh no, it's actually like you're ordering from Amazon or Temu or whatever. Like it's not actually in stock in the store. And that aggravates me about them. Like,
yeah. I ordered puzzle yarn from Walmart once, and I don't know where it came from.
But Red Heart, I know there's other, but Red Heart is, I think, like, there's probably some other, but big yarn companies. Red Heart's the one that's from America, but like, are they completely 100% American?
No.
Okay.
No.
They're not. Okay.
Because they used to be. So I will stipulate that they used to be. But I think let me see if I've got one sitting in here. Let me see if I've got a Red Heart yarn sitting in here. If not, I'll have to go all the way across.
Also, why doesn't Red Heart up their game to make their yarn softer?
Well, that's a whole different problem. I thought I had some. No. I thought I had some Red Heart in that bag, but I do not. And I didn't. Okay, I'll be back because I want to give you correct information. Premier is a lot. It's an American company, but also in the same situation. Not entirely.
It's an American company that's sourcing their yarn from not America.
Right.
Yeah. So I thought Red Heart still made their own yarn, but I guess they don't.
That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a ton of it, so I'm checking all my little spots. I've got a lot of big twist currently, but y'all know that. I can't even bother to look at that to see. Okay.
So wait, Menagerie is Big Twist, correct?
Correct.
So one thing I noticed because I just bought the stuff, right? But one thing I noticed was like the Big Twist value that I got, which I got it for 67 cents a skein. So
Right.
that's great. But I thought the Big Twist value was less of a quality than Red Heart.
It's softer,
But it looks
but it's
stringy.
glitterier. Yes.
And
This is a beautiful colorway. You can see this is Red Heart.
Uh-huh.
Red Heart Super Saver. This was something with, who knows how old this is, Icelandic. Let's see what it says. Made in USA of imported fibers. Coates and Clark.
What do you mean imported fibers? Isn't it acrylic?
I'm just reading what it says. Yes, it is acrylic.
Acrylic's not even a fiber.
But it's classified that way in the world of yarn.
Because it's yarn.
Yeah.
So what imported, what does that mean, I guess?
Hecho en con fibras importadas. So, I don't know how to say this French. So, yeah, it's interesting because this label has English, French, and Spanish. I don't know how old this is. I love this colorway, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple things made out of it. But the variegated like this is softer, but it's still not what I would call soft. But I can use it with no problems.
Certain yarns, Red Heart being one of them, will dry my hands out when I'm using them, and I don't like that.
Yes, there's a couple different brands, but Red Heart Super Saver, especially if it's a solid color. Okay, so right here on here it says Woman's Choice Award, America's Most Recommended Yarn Brand in 2015 and 2016. So I don't know if this is from 2017.
Probably somewhere around in there, right?
But it'd be interesting to see currently. So this was actually made in the USA with the imported.
Well, I mean, I probably got a current one. Let me go get it.
See if you've got a current one, yeah. To see how similar or different it is. As we talk about yarny stuff, because ultimately we like the yarn. Oh, Vivax. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, just got a reminder about something I didn't know that was happening tomorrow in relation to the painting of our house. Woodwork. So I just got a message from the woodwork project manager. I have so many jokes, so little time. So yes. Oh, and it's not on the calendar. So let me add that. Woodwork because they have to do some repairs to different little areas where it's kind of weathered away. Little sections would work for painting. I'm adding this to the calendar. Okay, save. So anyway, I don't know if you heard any of that, but I got texted by the woodwork project manager.
Mm.
And I just think that's really too much, too many jokes, too much opportunity. But, you know.
Let's see, this says 2021 Coates and Clark,
Yes, Coates and Clark. Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep.
It doesn't. Let me pull this. This label's already off of it anyway.
Oh, naked ball of yarn.
Mm-hmm. Made in Turkey.
Maidens. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that a few years back, so sometime between 2017 and now, probably about halfway between there,
Mhm.
that they had to outsource because they couldn't keep their prices what their prices were. Is my understanding. That could be incorrect.
They outsourced it so that they could keep it cheap.
Correct.
So so they used to produce it, but with materials from somewhere else. So does that mean they got the what components to make acrylic from somewhere else, or does that mean they got these individual and spun it? I don't know what that means. But then what is mainstays? Because I bought some mainstays too.
Oh yeah, check mainstay.
It says 2024 Walmart.
Okay.
It says distributed, made in India.
Yeah, those there's.
But mainstays to me feels better than Red Heart.
Well, it's made in India, and usually Turkish yarn is nice, but it's
this is way softer than this stuff.
But you got to remember, if Red Heart Super Saver specifically, because not all Red Heart is created equals. Red Heart Super Saver is designed to be as affordable as possible. So you're going to get the least soft acrylic fiber, however that's manufactured or made.
So what
will be the cheapest.
So what happened was I bought some Red Heart Super Saver, and then I had to go in there and get, I think it was get this black. And I realized that the mainstays was softer than the Super Saver. So I bought some extra mainstays color because of that. And this doesn't dry my hands out as much as the Super Saver does.
Oh, absolutely. It's does it say Okotech on any of it?
On the Red Heart, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Totally.
It doesn't say that on the mainstays one though.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I've said it before.
Not on the outer label. I mean, I guess I could open it up and it might, but I would imagine they'd put it on the outer label.
The thing that I can say about Red Heart Super Saver, it has all of the colors, all of the colors, and so many different variegated and self-striping, and again, they keep it affordable.
So what is this Okotech's confidence in textiles?
Yeah.
Tested for harmful substances.
Correct.
So what is harmful in the yarn? There's harmful substances in this?
There could be. It just means it wasn't tested. So it could be like in the dyes, right? There
So
could
what
be
could be harmful?
red dye number 40 or whatever it is, right? That's in food. I'm just throwing that out there as a possibility. I really literally don't know.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just throwing out a hypothesis. But like there could be different chemicals, but if it has Ocotec, it does not have any. It has been tested, and there are not those chemicals. And I think those chemicals are coming from dyeing or processing. Because Megan's talked about it, right? Going green mom. She's talked about different
Right.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me get back into.
Interesting.
So I think that the chat on, yeah, for sure. Oh, hi, Obsessed. I'm really glad I had my phone open because, oh no, it's me. I thought my chat was frozen, but no, I just didn't
Both were
bring it
made in
down.
India. I have a
Yeah.
current skate. It's
Yeah.
made in India.
So we're diamond painting tonight is what we're doing right now, Obsessed, if you've not seen this before. And it's a mystery because we don't know what it's a picture of. You got any guesses? I'd love to see it. A complete outside perspective. You got any guesses? We thought this was going to be a fairy, but I don't think that's a fairy anymore. We thought this was a witch, but I don't think that's a witch.
Because isn't this labeled like mystical or something like that?
I don't remember.
I thought you had said they were a certain.
I wish it was. The teenager's guess was Starry Night. I wish it was, but I don't think it is. Do you think it's a Starry Night kind of thing?
I don't.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, that would have been cool, but I don't remember what the label is now that you say that. I don't remember if it was mystical.
But I mean, definitely looks like a night sky thing.
Right? I don't know. Obsessed with horror, and I don't recall which way he likes his name, Obsessed or horror, but I have to really enunciate horror to say it so it's clear what I'm saying. Petroleum base, so not the best stuff. Then it's soaked in a solvent. Okay, I knew acrylic had some issues, and that's why if acrylic has Ocotec, that's a really good thing because otherwise. Because we're talking about yarn, they're obsessed with the Ocotec.
Is it like bad if I use the one that's not Ocotec?
No, it just means it wasn't tested. It doesn't mean that it has stuff. It just means it wasn't tested, so it's unknown. I mean, all acrylic is kind of a questionable origin story. But the dyes and stuff can be, that's why some people are sensitive to certain things. And usually people that are sensitive can handle something that's Ocotec. I don't know if that Ocotec was a thing back in this one. Let's look.
So that's when someone says they have a problem with acrylic, it's probably because they were allergic to the non-tested.
Not necessarily, but it could be because they could actually be allergic to
like plastic
acrylic, like what the acrylic is made of. Like acrylic nails, right? That's so acrylic comes in many forms. Because polyester is a plastic-based thing too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think they did Ocotec back here in this when this is from. Anyway. But I do love this colorway, Icelandic. But that's what I was saying. If nothing else, and Red Heart Super Saver was great for making those octopus hats because it was so stiff for the tentacles, and that's what I needed for the suckers, like the tentacles and the sucker. Hi, Create and Relate, and I forgot your name, and I apologize. Big time apologize. Why can't I think of your name? Create and Relay and Obsessed if you want to drop your channels. Hooks 247. No space. Hooks 24/7. Except we're diamond painting and not hooking, which is, not crocheting. And I just made the teenager laugh with that statement. Anyway, I don't know what my husband just had Alexa tell him, but I could hear Alexa all the way up here, and that was on the main floor. She's loud. Luckily, she doesn't hear me all the way up here. Well, I mean, I have one in my bedroom, but you have to kind of yell at that one. Must be a setting we have on it. Oh, I have so many jokes, but it's not after dark. I'm going to keep it in my head. So can you still hear the breeze?
Yeah,
Yeah, now it's a really pleasant breeze.
I like it.
I don't know what this darn thing is. What the heck is it?
I don't know, but I think it's going to take a couple of more diamond paint
Stacy.
times to finish, maybe even 3.
You're so funny, Stacy. Stacy, no exclamation point, but just straight hooks 247. What was that, Camille?
I think it's going to take us 2 or 3 more times to finish this.
I know.
I thought we were closer than we are.
That's what she said. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's not moving along super fast. And it's frustrating because the more I do, the less I know what it is. Because that is all the way complete now, just so you can see that. That is all the way complete, this little strip. There's no missing. And I still have no idea. And then I was doing this edge. This does not look like a fairy. This almost looks like a cloud now. I don't know. There you go. There you go. And Stacy, is it you need the watch hours or you still need subscribers? I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure you need that 1,000, but are you at the 500? Because these folks will help you out. Anyway, I prefer natural. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See the wool. I'm sensitive to wool. Alpaca does not bother me at all. The worst wool I ever dealt with, and so was it the wool or was it the dog hair? Because the dog hair yarn mixed with the wool, oh my gosh, that was the itchiest stuff I've ever worked with in my whole life. That's part of the reason I made the thing I made, so that I felted it and like washed it and washed it and washed it, and then it was sort of not as itchy. But it's a purse for my aunt because it was her dogs. They had yarn made from their dog's hair. So, hello, Megan. I mentioned you earlier talking about chemicals and the dyes and that sort of thing with yarn. Okay, what letter do I want to do? Today's moment brought to you by the letter A. All right. Oh my gosh, the dang Elmo song just went through my head because my grandson, who's 16 months old now, he loves Elmo. So the letter of the day song is running through my head now. Lucky me. That, I don't know if you saw that tag that Bag a Day Crystal started on the Nerdy Crocheter, but she's doing your top 10 YouTube recommended, your top 10 music songs or whatever. I don't know what mine would be. I don't know even where to find that. Do you know where to find that? I think she explained, but I did not retain it.
Maybe it's one of the tabs at the top of your what am I trying to say? No, no. I don't know. I don't know where you would find that at.
Yeah, I don't know. She described it, but I like I said, I didn't retain it at all. So
YouTube Music?
yeah, maybe. A lot of hers was Freddie Mercury or Queen, as you can imagine.
Mhm.
I've got an A and nowhere to put it. Okay, let me see. Up
But
here.
see, mine's going to be influenced, if this is what it is, mine's influenced by stuff that I choose for short.
Right.
So
Oh, for shorts too. Right.
I'm seeing some of my shorts music in here. So that's not exactly like what I would listen to.
Right.
Hmm. But I don't know if this is where you're supposed to go to see it either. Like I'm
I,
just
I'm gonna guess it is. Where did you find it?
I went to home, and then I went to this tab here at the top, and I went to
Oh, the music button. Okay.
music. Oh, here's a music button. But I don't feel like that's music I regularly listen to. So
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I don't. Like I said, I did not retain where to get that, but where you just went seems like the logical place. Go, Megan. If you want to drop your channel, you can. Whichever channel you want. The Hooks 247. And if you don't know Stacy, Create and Relate, check her out. All right. What letter did I just decide to do? E.
that's what I'm doing.
It's really crazy that I did that whole section, all of that, and we're no closer to knowing what the heck this is. It better be something obvious when we're done. I'm not going to be happy if it isn't.
But I mean, what do they care? They already sold it.
You're correct. You're absolutely correct.
Like they could be over there going, ah, ha, ha, they bought a mystery diamond painting that is nothing.
It's just somebody who leaned in on the W key.
Mhm.
I was trying to, it didn't translate very well via just chat. I was saying to, I don't remember what she was talking about. It was like on Thursday when Linda Spain was live, and I said something about, oh, she asked, what does WWW stand for? World Wide Web, right?
Or World Restaurant. Oh, that's WWF.
Yeah. WWW in the web address. That's World Wide Web. Anyway, she was specific. I wasn't very specific. And I said, yeah, one time a student on a test question, this is the answer he wrote. I'm not even joking. www ... What the? That was the entirety of his answer to the question. It was hilarious.
What the?
He just said www. What the? Because, he didn't want to put a curse word on his test, I guess. But it was just funny because it's like, tell me you have no clue without telling me. He just did. I've had some really hilarious test answers. But anyway, www made me. But it didn't like verbally saying it. It makes more sense than writing it in chat. She just couldn't understand. Plus, then there's a language challenge there too. I mean, her English is incredible, so it's easy to forget.
Right. Yeah.
But you forget how much like phrasing and stuff is different in other languages. And American English and England or British English is not the same either. I think Stacy is. Stacy, are you from the UK? Am I remembering right? Oh, hey, Helix. How are you? Lexi has joined the.
Proper English, how my
Yes.
ex-husband used to call it, that we speak proper English,
Well, I just call it We Speak American because
not American.
that is how not proper it is.
He would say like Zed, and I'd
Yes, Zed.
giggle or whatever, and he'd like be like, "Yeah, we speak proper English, not American."
He's not wrong. My husband still says Zed as well.
Mhm.
And that's one of those. That's one of the. And the way he says tomato, tomato. Yeah. So all of his daughters say, their friends say, you say tomato weird.
Aluminium. I can't even
Aluminium.
say it.
Yes. That's how it's spelled, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones that, butcher it. WTF? Oh, right. No, you're correct. Going Green Mom. Oh, hi, Michael. How are you? Are you headed? Okay, I'm gonna mute for a sec.
How you doing? My husband's out there talking to his stepdad. I found out my mother-in-law is still watching me because she saw the power go out on my live the other night.
It's kind of hot out
Yeah. It's like 88 in Colorado, though. It's hotter than it is here. Do you have any idea what this is, babe? Like, can you tell what this is at all?
I mean, not really.
Like, we're
It
just
sort of looks like a nature scene, maybe.
We're wondering if we're going to get to the end of this and still not know what it is.
Is that an ocean and cliffs? I don't know.
I don't know. We thought this was a witch, but she's got hers done, and it doesn't look like that's what it is.
I don't know.
Okay.
A little English history for you. American English is closer to the King's English of the 16th century
Yes.
than UK English.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have heard this. That the country of origin is actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, particularly Georgia high South accents, and then like the Boston Brahmin type accent. Those are both English derived.
Right. Right. My Colorado neutral, whatever accent this is further from it, right? Rather than closer to the original English.
Probably not as far as my Texas accent.
Well, it's harder to distinguish where I'm from, or maybe it's obvious. I don't know. You all tell me.
No, I can't.
But yes, it's nice that Michael came in with and I said that really funny. Sorry, Michael came in with some history. It's always helpful. Computers under the weather. Oh, that's so miserable.
The what?
Megan, what's having to shuffle phones around when your computer is acting up?
Virginia.
My phone was acting up today.
Hill people speak oldish English. Huh.
Oh, interesting. Good old Shakespeare. Well, he was quite the artistic thief, from what I understand as well, or what we would call plagiarizer.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, taking credit for other people's work kind of situation, from what I understand. I have been to Stratford upon Avon,
Mm-hmm.
where his home was, and it was interesting hearing about historical context when he would have been writing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Because like they believed, so their beds were very short because they believed if you laid flat while you were sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
that some spirits, I don't remember, demons, angels, spirits, I don't remember, something paranormal would think you were dead, and it would cause you to die in your sleep. So interesting mythology, like why they would have these beds that were really short, and then they would kind of sleep slightly upright.
How does stuff like that keep going? Because surely, like, so and so just laid flat the whole time they slept, and they didn't
Right.
die.
Do you know what
Right.
witch riding is?
Witch
Have you ever heard of
riding?
witch riding?
No.
No.
Oh yes, I have. Witch
So
riding.
Yeah.
Witch riding.
So it's kind of like a succubus or an incubus, and they're persistent tales of witch riding from Europe, Russia, and then where I'm familiar with it from like African American folklore in slavery times. And so so basically what we think is going on with these sorts of phenomenon is sort of like what do you call it when you have like night terrors, or when you like wake up and you can't move but you're
Sleep
conscious.
paralysis. Yep.
Yeah, and they think that's where these
That makes sense.
witch riding accounts come from, because they're remarkably consistent across different cultures and time periods. So
Writing with a T?
there's witches.
No, riding, like riding a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Witch riding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the witch comes in at night and, well,
Rides
rides you.
Oh, that's the
Like-
mythology or whatever.
Like
Mhm.
gets in your body.
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
They can put your skin on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you can tell because when they wake up in the morning, they'll be like covered in sweat. They'll be slick with sweat.
And then they from these actual medical things that they can explain now, that's where these mythologies came from.
Mhm.
That's what we're seeing, right?
Or there's
Yeah.
witches.
Well,
or they blamed it on a lot of menopausal.
oh, well, there's that. There is that too, right?
Right. Like because they wake up and they're sweating.
Yes,
Right.
that's true. Interesting. Well, so yes, Chuck, I think I sound Midwestern as well. I think that's the correct accent. But I don't know, like, if you were outside the US, if you would be able to identify what region I was from. But I could be wrong. Hi, Breezy. And India, UK, English, yes. So because he was trying to make it sound poshy and updated and whatever. I know what sleep paralysis is because I have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the hormone hormone is the way I remember it. Could be something else biological. It's the hormone that's released in your body while you sleep so that you don't like move around in your sleep. But sometimes if you become conscious, but it's like not out of your system. So like I've been very awake and not been able to move anything. It's very terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it before, but I didn't know that was like a thing. Like,
It is. It's a thing. Yep.
like I've had it before, but I don't have it.
Oh, it's not regular for me either. It's not a
Okay.
regular occurrence. It just
I've had it
happens.
maybe 3 or
I've had-
4
yeah,
times in my life.
Same.
Yeah.
Always when I am excessively overtired, as
Yep.
in like 48
Yep.
hours without sleep.
Yeah. Excessively tired. Yep. That would be me too, generally. Or if I've had one of my migraine meds that makes me sleep a lot, it seems to be a kind of a side effect almost. Yeah, the first time it happened. But I've had a sleep study and then they explained it all to me. So that's why you know what it is, and there's a medical explanation for it. Which, you know, again, we're still figuring things out, right? There are lots of things that cannot be explained. But anyway, Helix, I cannot identify your accent, honestly. Here we go, Mountain Stage. Pure Irish. So Celtic Irish? Is that what you mean, Margaret? Celtic? Because so my husband's from Northern Ireland, and his because of the conflict between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, for a long time there were up until fairly recently there were Catholic schools and there were Protestant schools, and they did not mix. But his nieces and nephews, for the most part, have gone to mixed schools, or however you want to call that. But they also recently started teaching them Celtic, which there was definitely a time in Northern Ireland, there's no way on earth they would have taught them Celtic. So his nieces and nephews are learning the Celtic, the Irish.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Need to preserve that.
Yes.
It's there are not very many native speakers left.
Right. But some of the cities, man, the spelling on them, that's wild, and the names even.
It's interesting. See, my first master's degree was in medieval literature, and the Celtic Gaelic languages. See, I specialize in France, but Celtic folklore and French folklore are really kind of the same, or they, at least in the Middle Ages, they share a common background. So a lot of the stories are quite similar, and different dialects of medieval French that aren't Parisian French are more related to Gaelic than they are to French, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yes.
Crossing over the channel and
yes,
swapping culture.
Yes, Gaelic is what I meant, not Celtic. What is Celtic? That's something else. What is Celtic?
Well, Celtic is you. When I use Celtic, I use it to refer to like that shared culture. So like Ireland, Scotland, Northern France, like Brit. How do you say it in English? Brittany.
Oh yeah.
That part is all Celtic.
Okay, got it.
And then they have the like Gaelic they speak Gaelic in Ireland and Scotland, but they're different varieties of Gaelic. I believe they're not necessarily mutually intelligible.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. But Gaelic is more the language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, so that is definitely what I meant. Gaelic. One of the nieces hated it, but she was also older when she was starting to learn it because she said it's so hard. That was her perception of it. I don't know. Maybe it is hard when you start as an English only speaker.
Sure it is. Yeah, sure it is.
Hopefully I explained that, Megan, in the text there.
It's interesting that they have so many different accents in England, which is
absolutely
smaller than, say, Texas, or
right.
smaller than, well, a lot of places.
Right. Well, yeah, I was just saying that in Northern Ireland. So my husband's from Belfast. That accent is very different than that of Derry or Londonderry. Derry, completely different accents. Same country. Yes, Derry. They don't like it when you call it Londonderry anymore. It's Derry now, which it should be. But that accent is closer to what my husband calls Southern Irish. But it's kind of also Northern Irish. It's a very interesting accent. If you watch Derry Girls, Derry, on Netflix, that's the accent. And his sister-in-law actually went to the school that show is about.
Huh.
And
there is a movie called The Wind That Shakes the Barley. And it is about, it's probably from like, I don't know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, something like that. But it's about the troubles in the 20s.
Yeah, that's where it all like really started to.
Yeah, and it's a really, really good movie. Actually, like about if you don't know a lot about the troubles in the 20s, which I mean, you got to be pretty, you got to go pretty deep before you really get into like that Ulster history or whatever.
Ulster history, yes.
It's really interesting to me, at least, the conflict between. I mean, I say interesting. I'm sure it's not to the Irish, but the conflict between Northern Ireland and England is fascinating to me.
Well, yeah, Northern Ireland, England, the Republic of Ireland. It's all very interesting. And it was it 1923 and the post office. I actually went to that post office in Dublin.
Where they
had a plaque about it. What's that?
Which post office are you talking about?
The one in Dublin. I can't remember what exactly. I just know it was significant to the whole conflict fully breaking out. I can't remember.
Yeah, they actually have a lot of uprisings during World War I in Ireland.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because because they're sending the Irish to Flanders.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
What is that? What is Flanders? I don't know.
So Flanders is where World War I basically takes place, pretty much the entire. Now, they don't. It's a static front line, right? Because it's trench warfare. So basically, they're in this maybe 50-mile wide stretch of Belgium for 4 years in Flanders in trenches. And so the English, I mean, and it's not to say that the English weren't fighting over there too. They were, right? But they would conscript Irishmen, and you can imagine where the Irishmen go in the line as compared to where the Englishmen go.
Right.
Right. It's like what's like happening in
the Irishmen go right next to the Indians.
Right.
Just in London alone, they have 7 different accents. I didn't.
Oh, it's more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because like every what I was going to say about because even so, my husband has one brother that lives in Derry, so my sister-in-law's from there, and then one of his sisters lives in Belfast, and her accent is the most like his was or would be. And then one of his sisters moved closer to the border of the Republic of Ireland. And so her accent to me is the strongest of all of them. Who's given the lesson? That would be Ryan. That is Camille's husband. But yeah, it was fascinating. And Northern Ireland is 1/3 the size of Colorado. So to put that in, like, that's crazy that you have that many accents in a place that's 1/3 the size of Colorado, and we're not even that big of a state. It's crazy. Oh yes, we decided we're history. We're learning about the troubles is what they called them. Several, not seven. Oh, several. Okay. Yeah, several different accents right in the city. Yeah, so like there's the Cockney that people like to think of with why can't I think of that movie? Mary Poppins. Like, right, that's more of the Cockney accent. Is that right?
Yeah. Or like Eliza Doolittle.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what the color this is. Is this O? Yeah. Yeah, Eliza Doolittle. Yeah, that's a better. That's a better Cockney accent. But then you go to Liverpool. I can't do it. The Beatles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their accent is wildly different. I mean, that's quite a distance from London, but
that's like Paul McCartney.
Right.
Yeah.
And they talk a little slower.
Or John Lennon.
Yes.
Yeah.
My daughter that went to studied abroad in Scotland got to go to Abbey Road.
Oh, that's cool.
Checked it out.
You know what the adjective for Liverpool is?
What is it?
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian, that's funny. I love it. That's cute. So is it Coloradan or Coloradoan? I really don't know.
From Colorado.
Yeah, from Colorado. which I'm from Colorado. I've lived here my whole life. I'm a 3rd generation Colorado native. And is it Coloradan or Coloradoan? I don't know. I don't know what's correct.
Texian. We use Texian sometimes, but
Texian, really? That one I've never heard.
Texian is more like Anglo and Hispanic combined.
Oh, got it. Yes. Skulls. How do you pronounce that, Stacy? Liverpudlians. Scouse. I don't know. Oh, hi, are you back? Oh, yes, all this history that I bet you didn't know you were going to get a history lesson. So it's all very interesting. But yeah, my husband being from there, it's fascinating talking to him because he lived through that conflict. And to him, all of it was just normal. He didn't recognize that it was like, you were living through a serious conflict. Like they had metal detectors to go to the downtown part of Belfast. You couldn't go into downtown without going through metal detectors. Like it's just, and then like they would have metal shutters on all the windows, and like there was just like all kinds of things that to him was perfectly normal. But I'm like, no, that sounds not normal. That sounds scary.
They have, each side has different bands, drum and fife bands.
Yes, on the 12th of July.
Yes.
William of Orange, yes.
Parade.
Yes, the parades. And they didn't used to go through, that same color? It's not that same color. What color am I using? Oh no. I'm using G.
What time is it?
9.
I'm doing D.
Getting close to that time for me.
Okay, yes. And this time I realized we've already been on 2 hours. No wrong with napping. Could do a few of those. Yes. Tendencies are volunteers. Yes.
Oh
Oh,
no.
hi, Zach. What's wrong?
I've like mega messed up.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I've been putting E's on B's.
Oh, it's easy. The letters are too
Maybe
close
it's
together.
why you can't tell.
You can't tell all the time. Yeah. How close are those two
Oh,
colors?
that's an E. Maybe I just got confused in the moment here. Oh, that's a B.
Do you have tweezers?
No, not handy. Like, I don't know. I probably have to go buy some Oh, that's a B. Oh no. This is a mess.
Oh.
I wonder how long I did it for. B, 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 B. All those don't belong here. Oh no. I don't know how I got distracted like that.
Well, some of the letters look really similar.
Well, that's not exactly what happened. Somehow my mind just switched.
Oh,
And
what you were working on? Yeah, that
I
just
started putting them on B's instead of the E's. I mean, they're easy enough to move, but I'm going to have to like check them all.
Yeah.
B.
Whatever section you were just doing.
Oh, here's an E right here. B.
Well, the
All
sounds
these,
of my
I think,
neighborhood tonight.
All these over here are wrong. All of them. That one's right. It's like I got enough nails, I guess I can just pull them up.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not too hard to move. I can tell my eyes are tired. Oop, the breeze just kicked up. We have a huge maple tree in our front yard, and I'm on the upper level, so that wind going through those leaves is really a nice sound.
I like that. I like hearing the wind go through whistling through a screen too. That's an E.
Yes. Okay. Good night, Margaret. Thanks for being in. And we're pretty close. Megan, we did discuss starting in different areas. That's why I finished all of this area, because we were trying to figure it out. But yeah, see, Camille, I think, is a lot further than I am at this point.
I think I just
We just did different sections.
I think I just messed up a few of them there at the end.
Okay, that's not too
All
bad.
these other ones I'm checking is, oh, there's a B. It's supposed to be an E. Here, we'll just move it to this one. There's an E. That's wrong. That's
Good night, Crafty Witch. I imagine you're headed to be live. We'll be off here in the moments once you're all set. I'm okay with stopping. My eyes are kind of feeling tired. So, but yes, tonight's lesson brought to you by Ryan. But yeah, seriously, if you have Netflix, watch Dairy Girls, Derry. And like I said, my sister-in-law, I don't know that I really talked about his family much, but his brother and sister-in-law, they are both journalists. His brother is the head editor, or whatever you call that, of the newspaper there in Derry. And my sister-in-law does something with writing articles, but I don't think it's for that newspaper. I think it's for a magazine, but I could be wrong on that. But anyway, she went to the school, and because she went to the school, the writer, I guess writer is the correct term, of the TV show, actually let her do an exclusive interview because she went to that school. So my sister-in-law got to interview her all about the show. And the show, it's definitely have subtitles. Have subtitles on if you're going to watch that show. But you'll get what it was like to be Catholic in that time. At that time, Derry had a wall between two sections of the city, which is hard to fathom, right? Like Berlin is the only
Still have that?
place. What's that?
Don't they still have that?
No, it was torn down.
Huh.
Like there's a small section of it remaining, like as a memoriam kind of thing.
Mm.
And there is a part that blocks. There's a small section that isn't dividing the city as much as it is like, because she gave me the whole history tour there while we were there. There's a section that there is still a wall, but that's a military base, a small, very small military base. So that part you still can't access, but nobody can access unless you're military. So that's a little different than the wall that was there. But yeah, there's a like a very small section. Imagine like a median.
Yeah.
A small median in a small part of the town. That's kind of where they kept a little piece, and then they have all the history and whatever on it.
There was an interesting article in the Atlantic maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago about British counter-espionage during the 30s and the like arresting of IRA types, and like they confined them at a military base.
Yep, that sounds right. From what I know, yes.
Yeah, and so they had, the article was super interesting because they had an IRA interrogator who talked about how the IRA would sort out traitors and collaborators. And I mean, it's, you know, it's terrifying to read, right? Like,
oh gosh, yeah,
it's like legit. But really interesting take on the way the British manipulated that whole situation.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
and it's, I mean, obviously my husband being a Protestant had a whole different experience, and his dad's brother, who he's named after, his namesake, was a police officer and would regularly get death threats from the IRA. So
yeah, no doubt.
It's a whole thing. And then we went on a bus tour, and we went to the jail where the hunger strike dude, what was his name? Where he was at.
Yeah. Well, his name was probably Michael, but you could say that about half of the Irishmen existence. But what is his name? I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, right, because he was like, it made international news. It was such a big deal, right? The whole hunger strike thing. Every once in a while, you know, my husband works in a jail. Now that jail was a prison. Our jails and our prisons are not the same place. Jails are temporary, right? Temporary until you're convicted. Then you go to prison. Well, depending on the length of your sentence. But anyway, there it was jail, prison, same thing. Wait, was it Jamie? Was his first name Jamie? Or was there another one named Jamie? And anyway, it was very interesting hearing the history of that jail and different things that had gone on. A lot of high profile people had been in that jail, and they had to make sure like IRA wasn't passing notes to each other or whatever you want to call it, like getting messages to each other within the jail and to get out of the jail. But a lot of that was pretty
I don't know what the hell this is.
messy. Yeah. Oh, you're way further, and we still have no idea.
Ew, what the hell is that? What is that?
What is it? See, it still looks like a fairy on yours, but it does not look like a fairy on mine.
I don't feel like it's, I think we're just getting like a scene in space.
Kind of what it looks like, right? Except that still kind of looks like a witch, but not.
Uh-huh.
It's gotta be a witch.
I mean, look, Lori's is done though, and it doesn't look
Mm.
It's
any.
all the way done. Yeah.
Like, you just unless there's like something here, like I don't know. It's like maybe it's one of those things where you have to like stare at it and make your eyes. What is it? What were those things? We said those pictures where you could stare. You couldn't tell what it was, but if you stared at it and let your eyes relax, you could figure out what the picture was.
Like the
a tuna jumping to the moon. I love that. Oh, it could be a dolphin or something like that. Oh, that's a good hypothesis. Go with the
But what is the
Is it
freaking
the ocean?
moon looking
But
thing?
what's in the moon? What's in the moon? Yeah.
I guess we'll find out in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Maybe we could diamond paint another day. Like I'm wanting to get it finished and figure out what the hell that I'm looking at. This is not too separate. Why did we hear about Berlin, but not that one? Mm-hmm.
An angel, gas mask. It's funny that you say an angel in a gas mask because there's an episode of Doctor Who where they're watching, where they're wearing Alf. There you go. They're wearing gas masks, and this little kid is going around. Are you my mummy? Are you my mummy? And yes, in the gas mask, it's terrifying actually. Doctor Who is a fascinating show. Yeah, see how much further you are than I am?
Yeah, I see it now, but I couldn't before.
But
still, like I'm almost finished. Why
Right.
are we not seeing what the hell this is?
right, what is this? But maybe that's a fin, and maybe this is a sea creature. Maybe this is
Well,
the
then
ocean.
what is
maybe that's a
this?
sheep.
What is this?
But what is this is still the unknown. What is that? That's completely finished. What is that?
I don't know. I hope we're just like, oh, at the end.
I sure hope so.
Oh, because otherwise, like,
Because see, now it could. I mean, this could be a wave. So this
yeah.
could be like water down here.
Something out
Maybe
of
it is
water.
something jumping
But
out
look,
of water.
this is
but-
still dark. I'm up here past the
right, that's
possible
true.
pins, and this is still
There's
dark.
lots of W up here. Lots of W.
So this is going to be all dark because, yeah, but there's like a little blob of different letters here and a little blob of different letters here that goes down and then
Yeah.
goes over, but it's still like, this is all W's. W. That's all going to be
Right.
these dark.
This is W's. Most of this is W's.
This is going to be colored, but I just
This is
suspect
W's.
it's going to be more of this crap. So what is
It
it?
doesn't look like a tornado though.
Doesn't look like
Yes.
anything to me. It's crazy.
But it's yeah. I mean, this could be a sea creature, but again, that would be down this corner would be the water, and then everything else is not the water. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm. I think when we paint one more time, I'll probably get close, but
Yeah, you'll potentially be done in one more time. I might have to use the little tool to do a bunch of W's to knock some of this out.
uh-huh. It no longer looks like a tornado, though.
I don't know.
But this is the one that when I looked at it before we started painting, I thought it was going to be a fairy. I thought this
Right.
was a fairy. I thought this was fairy wings.
Right, absolutely.
That's not a fairy I recognize.
No, it
Hmm.
and not really a sea creature.
Blobs on the page. That's what I'm afraid of, Megan.
Right.
What
That's what it feels like.
They already sold it to us. Like, who cares if it doesn't turn out to be anything?
And it's so funny because those other two that I opened were so obvious what they were. And this is like still a mystery.
This could be an oopsie they printed and they just went ahead and sold it as a mystery.
Somebody said, oh, W's. We like the letter W.
The empty spots on Camille's could be a seahorse. Yeah.
A sea creature? Yeah, I think
seahorse.
Maybe the ocean, like, yeah, that could be the right shape.
But I thought you told me that these were mystical something, but maybe
I don't remember the category. I'm sorry. I thought it was a 5.
Because that's why I guessed fairy, because you said mystical, but maybe I misunderstood.
I would have to go back and look.
Yeah. Well, who knows where that one's at? You know?
No, I mean, I'd have to look in my orders. I can find it there. Because I haven't ordered from them in a long time because, again, no, too much money.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll have to get going here pretty soon, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get make sure the son's doing what he's supposed to do. I don't really have to do that with him, but I'm still like, it's hard to let that go, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't really need to make sure he's going to get up and get dressed, but I still do sometimes because it makes me nervous because I don't want him to lose his job.
Right. Right.
He told me one time that he doesn't do some things because he doesn't have to, because I'll tell him.
Oh, yeah, right. That's when you know you've got to adjust.
So it's hard. Like,
it is.
It's hard not to mama. It's a witch in the moon trying to catch the tuna to feed the mermaid you can't see.
Down here is the mermaid is down here. I like these hypotheses.
That's interesting. All right. Well, thanks for having me on your channel again.
Yes, thanks for being here. And sorry this mystery continues to be a mystery.
Well, that's supposed to be the fun of it.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'll see you later.
Yes, and I'll be signing off momentarily. So.
See ya, guys. See you, girls. I guess I should say most of your girls.
Yeah, I don't know that Nick's here anymore.
Bye-bye.
Down here, Megan? I don't know. Like I said, my eyes are getting wonky, so I'm taking a break from that. Anyway. Bye, Lexi. Yeah, I'll do my sign off. Definitely check out my video tomorrow. And we'll do a Wow Mary, there you go. That's your sneak peek. Although you can see some of it there. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so right here, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I will let you all go. And thanks so much for stopping in. And we will talk to you all later. Like I said, I have a video up. I'm working on my Tuesday video already. Wednesday I'll be working on that blanket, my Whip It Wednesday, because I got to keep working on. Bugman, fun. Yeah, you put your crochet down for the night. Yeah, Chuck, I'm feeling very. You and I had a little bit of this history lesson. I hope you're more informed now. I knew Ryan would have some information that I didn't have from being there. Because I didn't. Again, it was a lot to take in because I knew almost nothing. So yeah, I'm so sorry, and I need to eat dinner because, yeah. My husband has been reminding me because he makes sure I eat dinner. And so I will let you all go, and I will see you all later. And there will be a video. It drops at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, so 8 a.m. Eastern. And there will be something there Tuesday. Well, every day this week there should be something there. Tomorrow is a different kind of yarn management. I'll tell you that. All right. Yes. Yeah, it was interesting. I knew Ryan would have interesting stuff to. It was interesting. Yeah, it's and again, Megan, I am with you. I knew nothing. I knew I'd heard of the Troubles. I knew it was a conflict. They always said it was between Protestant and the Catholics. It was, but it wasn't. It was really a conflict between the Irish and the British. Masquerading as a religious conflict, but it's all very, very interesting. I need to see the movie Belfast and see, can hear the way I said that. It's hearing my husband say it, but anyway, yeah, you never know what you're going to get on a Sunday night here on this channel. Whether we're diamond painting or crocheting, it can always be. You never know what we're going to learn, but. I will. I would like to try to do a pop-up live sometime this week. Let me know if there's a good day for me to do that and what time. I'm thinking earlier rather than later because I only babysit once this week. So, but anyway, I will let you all go on your merry way, and we will see you all later. And thanks for coming in. And can I get an amen?